It's girly power. Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside the Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
To a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
First down, Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Brissett. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. But now it's third down. And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
55. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Wide open receiver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 21 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on them.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers pointing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd and a couple. Brissett, a gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brissett. And this is Parker, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Lions. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We got 4.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just play action now. Brissett. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this, I'll make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Ready. And two-stop. Come on, let's go. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. We'll look now at our starting defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Ready, go. Get it. Cut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 13 carries, 62 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. On 2nd down, it's Harvey. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 36. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now Gordon. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now a 10th carry from stopped up just shy of the 10. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 9 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They're going to look to throw. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. No, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 41, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it is up. And it's That's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On third down, Brissett. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Gurley.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the trick. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. They try right side here, Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. Dorsett making the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 34. Welsh. First of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll take a shot for the end zone. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. He gets it to Gurley, complete.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. They'll run on first down. Harvey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey, and this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. First down, Brissett.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 2nd down now, it's Harvey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. A throw complete to Dorsett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Harvey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They'll keep it on the ground. Harvey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Again they run with Gurley. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
He'll drop to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Solomon Thomas. Sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harvey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brissett sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Brissett. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Brissett. James has got it. Complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Brissett to throw on first. Safarian Jenkins has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
So that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Brissett on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Brissett. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Brissett going deep here for Parker. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Pushing his way through. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now it's Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Gurley on first down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 10. At time, a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brissett looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Brissett. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing, Brissett. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. On 2nd down, it's Harvey. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both